Here we have a question, what is the value of integer a? So this is a typical question in which we must have the unique value of a in order to be able to say that this statement is sufficient. Now the first statement says that a cube is between 1 and 54. Now understand one thing, that when we take the odd exponent, then the sign of the variable does not change. That means we understand that a must be positive for this condition to be true, and we can also take it to be like, when we take the cube root of this entire equation, we understand that we have 1 here, and while we have cube root of 54. The cube root of 54 can be approximated always. For example, 2 cube is equal to 8, 3 cube is equal to 27, 4 cube is equal to 64. So we understand that 54 falls somewhere in between 3 and 4. That means the value of a should also be between 3 and 4. So we are arbitrarily taking an approximate value 3.5, but this gives us two possible values, in fact 3 possible integer values of a, which could be either 1, 2 or 3. And for that reason, since there is an inconsistency that exists among the values of a that we can obtain through this statement, therefore we say that the first statement alone is not sufficient to answer the question. Having said that, a and d, these two options can actually be crossed off together because they either died together or they lived together. Now we have only 3 options left, B, C and E. Now let's look at the second statement. The second statement here tells us that mod of 3a is equal to a square. Let's understand one thing, that mod of 3a has to be positive and a square also is positive. But what difference is it making? It is simply multiplying 3 here. There are two possibilities that actually we can take here together. One possibility is that this is possible only when either a value has equal to 0, because when a is 0 then both the sides are equal, or the second possibility is that a is either plus 3, but a can very well be minus 3 as well, because this equation is independent of the sign, and left side and right side will always be positive irrespective of the sign of a. Now again, the inconsistency still remains to be true here, because we have got 3 possible integer values of a. Therefore we can say that the second statement alone as well is not sufficient. Now we have to combine the two statements. Having said that the second statement is not sufficient, combining becomes quite easy, because we already have understood that according to the first statement, a could only be positive and a could only be one of these 3 integer values, while the second statement has already stated that a can be either plus 3 or minus 3 or 0. Now after combining the two, we understand a cannot be 0 because the first statement ignores it, a cannot be minus 3 because the first statement has already nullified it. So the only common values that we are left with is a is equal to 3. That means after combining the two statements, we are sure that this information is sufficient to answer the question. Therefore, answer to the question becomes option C. I hope that explains well, and if you liked it, then you can always subscribe to my YouTube channel, because this YouTube channel has so many such informative videos, and many such videos are available for free. Thank you so much.